Good evening, traders. Welcome to SJ Trades Futures. I have the Nasdaq up on the screen on the monthly time frame. I'm going to be doing some quick analysis on the monthly. I feel that in light of the phenomenal day or week that we've had, or past month that we've had, I would like to just gauge a better perspective over where the market might be taking us. So without further ado, I'm just going to get into dissecting the chart. I'm going to be using, first of all, the trend-based fib extension. We're going to take that from this 2020 low in March up to the all-time high in November 21, and then back down to this low here. Okay, and you can see that we put in this perfect one-to-one extension, which we hit in December 24. Okay, we rejected off of there, kind of 6%, and then we retested that, slightly front run, but we retested that in February and then got the pullback during that month. And obviously now we're in the month of March, or nearly the second week of March, and we've already, made our way to the downside. So we've had the initial tap there and retested 2 months later, and now we're sitting at 19,500 roughly. So now I'm going to use the standard fib. I'm going to take a pull from this high. Hold on a second. This high to this low. I'm just going to change that. There you go. And that gives us this level, 16,319. And I'm just going to draw in here a rectangle. It just keeps things kind of looking tidy and presents a nice kind of zone for price. I'm just going to remove this now. Okay, so then we have this zone here. Then I will use a trend line, which we can see is pretty well respected off of that level. Okay, just pull that in a bit. So a bit too far. So okay, I'm trying to keep the colors also really neutral. I find that even using red in my charts when I'm trading, it's a very stressful color, and it's more likely to incite emotions of anger, frustration, fear, worry, etc. So I recommend you also change your candles too, because it does have an effect on your brain. But with that said, I'm now going to measure using this date and the price range from the last all-time high down to this low. And you can see here that gives us 336 days and a 34% retracement. Okay, and then I will clone that. Okay, and then I'll drag it over to this side off of that wick. Okay, and that fits pretty perfectly inside of that 618. Also, we can use this here, okay, and we can see this VWAP, whereas when we had this 2020 kind of bull run, we can see how we stayed above. Okay, there's going to be times where we slightly lapse underneath, but for the majority of the time we stayed above. And then when we lost it, we were underneath it, and we can see that kind of quite clearly. And then again above it, when we're having this this move to the upside. And then now if you take into consideration this candle here from February and then into March, we're now sitting below it. So whether that's a sign of a new trend to take us down into the 16,000 region remains to be seen, but it certainly is something that we can't just rule out at the moment. Okay, I just take that away now. And then we have the anchored VWAP from this low, which also sits perfectly underneath that 618, 16,150. Now, when we did come down in August, you know, we also, because these are monthly candles, so at one point this was, you know, had a full body, but it ended up getting all completely bought up, and we ended up putting in this all-time high. So we had a 25% move from August all the way to December. This same pattern could also play out again. So I'm not suggesting that it's going to be one straight line, you know, to the downside. So we also have 19 days left of this candle. So we're gonna have to see and just to monitor that over the remainder of the month. But you know, we could very well sort of, for example, have an April, okay, where we have some earnings out and we could push us up, but eventually, you know, lose those levels, and especially this region here, lose this, and you know, we're coming down into the 16,000s. And that would be my, that's what I like to see, at least. I like to see us coming into that level. I think that would be really, really good, really healthy. And because you can see what happened, you know, after this. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So whether we end up having a bearish few months or bearish year, remains to be seen, but that's how things are looking for me. So comment your thoughts underneath the video. Any questions, please do ask, and support the video with quite a simple boost. You can always find the boost right down here in the corner of the video, so I'd appreciate that very much. And yeah, thanks for watching.